it's Jen for the Love of Iris. Welcome back to another video. Today's project is this one, and it's a sweet little votive candle holder for your house. Battery operated, please. Don't use the fire ones because it will burn your house down. So I made this using the window box thinlets and Eastern Beauty dies. So let me show you how I did it. You're going to need a piece of paper that if you cut it at 6, it will cut both of them because you need 2 of these cut out. So I just wanted to show that if you cut it at 6 inches wide by 11, which is your standard size card, or if you're in the UK or any of the other countries, I think it's like 11 1/4. But anyway, cut your paper at 6 inches by the longest your paper will go. Mine is 6 by 11. And then if you just offset the dies, then it will cut it brilliantly, both of them. Let me put this in here and roll it through. Okay. And then you're left with this. So, let me show you how I did the little flower parts. I used a couple of the dies from the Eastern Beauty set. This one here cuts out the flower but doesn't cut it all the way out. So we want that one down there. And then I used all 3 of these. This is the main part. You need this because it's going to do the same as that one. And I just line these up, point at the top and point at the top. Or top and bottom. Top and bottom for this one as well. And then inside the set there is also some circles that layer underneath of that. I'm just going to pick one of the circles and then the baby circle. And just line these up. Try to get equal spacing in the circle. That looks pretty good to me. A magnetic plate or washi tape really helps with this part. And we're just going to roll this through. And I'm going to roll it through and then roll it back. Okay. And then we can remove this one, this one, this one, and take those away. And then this one we need to do 2 more times in each square. And this window box thinlet die, I don't know if it's still current or not, but it cuts and does all the scoring and everything, makes projects super easy. If not, if it's not available, I'm sure you can find it somewhere. And this is the last time, right here. Just lining up the top and the bottom, trying to get it as centered as I can. You can see that these 2 are not exactly correct. Doesn't bother me at all, because they're going to be on the sides and nobody's going to be turning it around and saying, oh, this flower is higher than that one. Okay. And now we're done. We can remove the bake shot. Okay, so these 3 little circles here, I wanted something inside of those circles to make it kind of look like the center of the flower. So I pulled this little baby stamp from Happy Birthday Gorgeous. It's this one, and I'm going to white heat emboss that. So let me get my anti-static powder tool, which I had already set out. And I'm just going to run this over my flowers to make sure I don't get any excess powder anywhere I don't want it. And I'm just using white ink because I'm going to heat emboss it anyway, and this will make it easier to just use 1 ink pad because I'm going to use the white later to accentuate the flowers as well. So just as close as I can to the center. I find myself going lower than I need to a lot of times with that little baby stamp. It's a little hard for me to gauge, especially because mine's stained. Alright, and now we need white embossing powder. or your choice. You can do whatever color you want. Gold or copper. I like white. Just tap off the excess. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I just sprinkled white embossing powder over those flowers, and then I tapped off the excess. And I think that, okay, is not embossing powder. So I'll just melt this with my heat tool. Okay. And that looks lovely. Okay, I'm going to remove these little bits and pieces here. A lot of times if you just kind of flick it like that, they all pop out. All right, see that? Very easy. Now, to save time, I've already cut and embossed another one of those for the bottom, but I didn't cut this because nobody's going to see it. So let us fold and burnish all of our score lines. Now, since we have cut these flowers out, the lines are going to be a little bit more difficult because you don't want to tear your flowers, so just be real careful. Okay, so it is Saturday morning here, and my house is quiet, and I love it. We played last night, and it was fabulous. My husband is still asleep. I am awake because our cat Frankie decided that at 6 o'clock he was hungry. And in his defense, that's his normal breakfast time because I had to work and feed him. But this morning would have been really nice to just lay in bed for a little while. He had other plans, and that's okay. Okay, so this is our top. And then this is our bottom. We're going to do the same thing. Oops, this side here. I'm trying to fold something that doesn't exist. So I'm very proud of myself. I've done extremely well not buying any new products, not buying any things that I don't need. I did get me a gel nail set, the polish and the lamp and stuff, but that doesn't count. That's not crafting. But I haven't bought any new crafting things. I've been very tempted because Concord 9th had an extremely cute release not too long ago. But I did not fall into my old habit of clicking buy now. Okay, so on the bottom piece, we're going to run adhesive on all of these baby flaps, okay? Every single one of them. And I don't have any bitty baby score tape, and I think this might be too fat. It's close. I'll fold over the excess. So, have any of y'all made any New Year's resolutions that you, not really resolutions, I guess, like me, I'm not making a resolution to not buy new things. I'm just trying my best to use what I've got. But have any of y'all made any type of attempt this year and stuck to it, let me know. I wish it were nicer out. It's so dreary. It's rained every day for weeks here in Alabama. And it gets so dreary sometimes. I suppose it's better than the alternative. We could have drought or snow, which is a cuss word in my house. I do not let my children say the S word in my home. I had many years of snow in Maryland where I was raised, and I remember the snow being taller than I was, and my dad having to shovel a path just for us to get out to the car or the street to go sleigh riding. We used to sled a lot, and I remember him shoveling a path and me walking through it, and I couldn't see anything but snow all the way around me. And that is not a winter wonderland to me. A winter wonderland to me is sitting on a beach with a drink in my hand and watching the waves crash. I am not built for winter, although you would think I was with all this extra padding I have, but alas, I am not. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to line up these. It needs to go like this, so kind of backwards. So we're going to flip this in and attach this on the bottom here, okay? And then we've got two kind of together, all right? And then we want to, I don't know if I was supposed to put adhesive on that. Well, we're going to see. I don't know if I was supposed to put adhesive on these top ones, so bear with me, and we're going to find out. Because I may have actually just now closed the box and you can't get it open. And I did. So, don't put adhesive on the top two. Otherwise, your box will not open. So, let's see. Can I get this off? Yes, I can. How about this one? Took a little bit of the cardstock off, but it's all right. Oh, that's fabulous. So don't put adhesive on these two tabs. Yay me, I'm so brilliant. Okay, now these two flaps, they have to kind of fold together here, like so, and pinch. Same on this side. These two flaps fold together and pinch. Like so. There we go. So there's your box. And then you just tuck this inside of here. And you can put anything you like in there. I think that's just as sweet as it can be. So, let's see. I've got, for lack of better items, I've got a tea light, but don't use this one. You have to use the battery kind. And just stick this in there like that. Look at that. Isn't that just the sweetest little thing? Now, on my original sample, I did ink the edges with white, the same white ink that I stamped with. I think that adds a little bit of something, but it's not really necessary. And there's your box. Hope you have a great day. Bye.